Let's talk about Stella's Bakery. It's an absolute institution in Madison, Wisconsin. But the real story here isn't just about their incredible bread. Nope, it's a masterclass in business strategy that, believe it or not, started completely by accident.
So the story goes, it all began with a wonderful mistake. The founders had a bunch of leftover empanada filling. Instead of just throwing it out, they decided to stuff it into some bread dough. That little kitchen accident, that became their legendary hot and spicy cheese bread. And get this, that happy accident turned out to be wildly profitable. I mean, your average bakery runs on maybe a 28% profit margin, which is pretty good. But Stella's, under new leadership, they hit a jaw-dropping 80% margin. And trust me, that doesn't just happen by luck.
So that's the real question, right? How did they do it? In this explainer, we're going to break down the super deliberate strategy that took this beloved local treat and turned it into an absolute powerhouse of a business.
Okay, first things first. They built the engine for growth. See, success wasn't just about baking more bread. It was about building the capacity to bake more bread and to do it smarter.
The real game changer was when Julie Winzenreed stepped in. She brought her experience from Google to the family bakery and implemented a serious, data-driven plan to get the business ready for some massive growth.
And they put their money where their mouth was. They invested, and invested heavily. First up, over $16,000 for a new high-capacity mixer. Then, almost $31,000 for a new double-rack oven, so they could bake more, way faster. And the biggest one of all, over $46,000 for a brand new deck oven. Altogether, this was a huge, calculated bet that they could scale this thing into a giant. So once that production engine was humming, they needed a blueprint, a way to get their bread into the hands of every single customer they possibly could. And their strategy was just brilliant. It was this 5-channel attack. Their own retail store was the anchor. The farmers markets were all about community. Their local website was for convenience, wholesale brought in diverse revenue streams, and the secret weapon for going national, partnering with goldbelly.com, so anyone, anywhere, who was craving a taste of home could get it.
But you can have the fanciest ovens in the world and the smartest sales plan, but none of it matters without the right people. Stella's totally got that. They knew their team was their most important asset.
So they created something called the Training Compact. This wasn't just some dusty HR document, it was a genuine two-way street. Management promised to provide resources and recognition, and in return, employees took ownership of their own growth and performance. This whole culture was built on some really clear, powerful principles. Things like listen first, talk second. And they didn't just talk the talk, they walked a walk. They shared the company's success through profit-based bonuses. The bottom line was, when the bakery won, everybody won. So what does all of this? The investment, the strategy, the culture, what does it all add up to? Well, it's way more than just a successful business. It's about building a real, lasting legacy in their community. And they actually put it down in writing. Their vision for 2027 isn't just about hitting $4 million in revenue. It's about becoming the best place to work in their city, about serving the community. That's a much bigger, much more powerful definition of success. When you really look at it, Stella's didn't turn a mistake into a masterpiece with just one secret ingredient. It was a whole recipe, smart investments, careful planning, and a deep, deep commitment to their people. Which kind of makes you wonder, what's the secret ingredient you're working on in your own story?